How's it going, guys? It's Salazar. I'm back. Just for today, I'm gonna do um, my updated version of Pikachu and Zekrom, the probably a deck that's pretty much played everywhere around the world. At least one person's playing it around the world, and I'm just gonna update my deck profile version of it. Still waiting to hopefully get a couple more cards that I need for the set, but from Rebel Clash. Um, I think I need two more bosses orders, and then this deck will be finished. And I'm just going to pretty much explain why it will still be good, but it won't be as good when the rotation hits in August. So let's get into it. And first off, using the Hidden Fates mat, it's going to be up for grabs in Hayward's version of the Christchurch Championship. So we're going to start off with the Pokemon, and we're playing, of course, the Pikachu and Zekrom. We're playing two of those. Pikachu and Zekrom, we're trying to get the turn 2 full blitz. Does 150 damage, and you can search your deck for up to 3 lightning energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck, which is very, very good for setting up either another one or just anything else lightning you've got in your deck. Very, very helpful. So playing two of those. Consistency. I know I only play one copy of the Jirachi, and I do want to play 3. It's just when I can either try and pull another 2 more or buy another 2 more, considering I'm not on the best budget, so I need to get 2 more of these. 2 more Jirachis. Coco Prism Star. Very, very good for the Dance of the Ancients ability. Send it to the Lost Zone and attach choose 2 of your bench lightning Pokemon, 2 of your bench Pokemon, and attach your lightning energy to one of them each, which is very good. That goes to Lost Zone straight after. One of these cards you can full blitz to is the Tapu Koko V. For 1 energy, does 20 damage. It's just an easy spike, obviously. And draw 2 cards. Pretty consistent, but the Thunderous Bolt is what you're after with this attack. For draw consistency, you got the Dene with the D-Day change effect, which is really cool. And since you can't scoop up net it, if you don't really feel like using the Pikachu Zekrom GX attack, then Tingling Return can be very good and getting the Dene back. Free Retreat, making sure that we don't have to really rely on Gust for your Pokemon. Zero Aura helps out a lot. That's getting rotated in August, so that's kind of sucked. Raichu and Alola Raichu, very, very good with the Tandem Shock ability. You can also full blitz onto that if you really wish to get that set up. 1 copy of the Fione for gusting, which is really good. And then some bench protection with the Bench Barrier Mew, because there are decks that spike your bench. Okay, so we're going to go into items now. So obviously, the main thing you need to play in every single Electro deck, if you're attacking, is 4 Electro Power. It's essential you play 4, because 30 for each, it all adds up at the end. There's nothing much more to say about that card. Playing 4 copies of the Quick Ball. Where are they? So 4 copies of the Quick Ball. Just to, it's such a good card. Just discarding 1, so you could discard your energy and get yourself a basic Pokemon and chuck it in your hand, which is really good. So 4 of those. And then we're playing 4 copies of Switch, just for some extra consistency if your Zero Aura gets knocked out, or if you want to switch into another Jirachi after you've used Stellar Wish. 2 copies of Electromagnetic Radar. Very consistent early game, because that way you can get another Pikachu, a Zekrom, and a Dedenne, or Zero Aura if you wish. I think 2 copies of the energy switch is fine. You get to move an energy around I mean, if you really wanted to be amazing, you could play 4, but I think 2 is more consistent and better for your deck. With the low amount of people playing GXs at the moment, so I think 1 copy of Great Catcher is fine, considering now we also have Boss's Orders, so Gust is everywhere at the moment. So just 1 copy of the Great Catcher. Now this was a card that I was thinking about playing, and it's like I've had a couple of choices between either I play 2 copies of one card or 2 copies of another, and I've tested both in the deck, and I'm gonna see what it's like if I remove one of those things. So I'm just gonna show them. I'm gonna play 2 copies of the Judge Whistle. Now I don't play a Judge in the deck. Where is it? It's my finger. So I don't play Judge, but I use it for the draw. Because you could draw that extra card that you need. For example, you could draw into a Nugget, which is right here. You could draw into the Nugget, and then once the Nugget goes into your hand, you can draw an extra 3 cards. And I only play 1 copy of the Nugget because I think that's all you need. One Pokemon catcher, that's simple enough. If you get a heads, you switch your Pokemon, and then a skateboard for your Jirachi. Right, we'll go into the supporters now. 3 copies of the Volkner. So Volkner simply reads, search your deck for a lightning energy and an item card. And then that's really it. And then shuffle your deck. Very good. You don't have to search for a lightning energy. So you can play it in any deck, but it is better to play it in a lightning deck. 2 copies of research. Considering we already have Dedenne, I think 2 copies is fine. 2 copies of Cynthia. Shuffle and draw 6. Unfortunately, it's getting rotated, so I might as well play her as much as I can until then. And then 1 copy of the very hard to pull Boss's Orders. For now. I'm going to be playing 3 of this when I get 3 of them. Only 3 stadiums in this deck. I know that if I was playing this with the Toxtricity / Garbodor deck, I feel like I would be having more stadiums. But anyway, 1 copy of your main stadium, Thunder Mountain, which is unfortunately getting rotated in the next set, so that's very unfortunate. Viridian Forest, not getting rotated, but also really good. And 1 copy of Power Plant to lock abilities. Right, and now 4 copies of a card that makes Lightning decks amazing, even more amazing than what they are right now. And that's 4 copies of Speed Lightning Energy. This card is incredible. So it reads, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides a Lightning Energy. When you attach this card from your hand to a Pokemon, draw 2. So good. Because if you draw those 2 cards and you draw like another Judge Whistle, that's another card. So good. And then we play the basic energies, which I'm pretty sure is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Because you want energy to search when you're full blitzing into this. So, mainly the big losses during the whole rotation, Electro Power, which was from Lost Thunder, and unfortunately that there is a big one, just due to, oh, that's my torch, that's embarrassing, I did that during while I was recording. Let's see, so we are losing the Thunder Mountain right there, we're losing that. And Lost Thunder, which is really bad. So I think the decks can still work, really, because if people are stalling with Jirachis and Stellar Wishing and they can't knock out and then they're having a bad game, I think that's vital of you setting up your Pikachu and Zekroms, and you can still full blitz and just play without the Thunder Mountains, which is fine. It may take you a little while to set up, but you still have Coco Prism Star, so it could take you 2 turns to set up. That's another big one that's missing. Cynthia. This card has been played so much over so many years. Cynthia. And unfortunately now it's being rotated, so we might see some more shuffle and draw support coming out soon. Have no idea because I have not followed up on any other sets at the moment, so that's a big loss, a very big loss. And we are also losing Volkner. Volkner also came out in Ultra Prism. That's also a big loss for this deck, but I feel like it could still work without it. Even though item search is very limited in the game right now, because I think Autopad was also last released in that set. A skateboard. We've got to talk about a skateboard. How are we going to retreat our Jirachis without a skateboard? Well, there's an answer to that. We have scoop up nets. Now, I unfortunately have not pulled a scoop up net yet, but scoop up net can take out, can pick up a non-GX or V from your play space and put it back into your hand. So that is one way to get them back after you've Stellar Wished. So don't really need to worry about too much about their skateboards. But if you don't have their skateboard, I feel like you can still switch. Just switch out. It's not that hard to do. But people, I think, were panicking a lot when that got announced. Let's see, we are not losing Switch because it got reprinted. The big one for electric decks, the Speed Lightning energy is getting rotated out. I feel like electric decks are powerful enough that you don't need electro powers coming up in the next format, but there are going to be more powerful decks out there. Like Fire is going to be incredible as per usual. But once Welder goes, then Fire decks, unfortunately, will be inconsistent again. Because I don't feel like Fire decks are good without Welder. Like, if you don't play Welder in a Fire deck, then there's something wrong with you. There really is. Now, Pokemon that are losing. We're not losing too much on the side of the Pokemon side. I mean, we're only losing one in particular Pokemon, which has made Lightning decks awesome over the years, and that is Zeraora. We're only losing that one Pokemon, so I feel like Zeraora can be replaced pretty easily. I mean, there's so much you can do without Zeraora. Like, you've got switches and all that, but you can only play 4. So, who knows? Anyway, that's going to be that for that. My booster box has not arrived yet, and I'm getting a little bit worried, but at the same time, due to this whole COVID-19 and all that, that's a very big problem for a lot of people, is getting their deliveries. So that's okay. I'm not worried too much, because I know my guy, like, he is a good man, he never lets me down and all that, so just stick with it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to be heading off, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. From my lovely things in the background, we got my Full Art Ninetales, Special Ops Leo, Wilder Full Art, Cynthia Full Art, Skylar Full Art, Marnie Full Art, Message Determination Full Art, and the sheep. Alright, peace out, guys. Ka kite ono.